Yeah, next we shot the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. This is the model without the thumb safety.
I'm going to roll that beautiful beam footage.
Go ahead and roll that.
Alan with the Gun Shop Show, getting ready to shoot the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus.
Orange looks good.
Nice shooting gun, pretty smooth, good, pretty good accuracy.
This is Logan with the Gun Shop Show. Up next, we got the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus.
You can tell how much shorter I am than Alan from the video perspectives.
You're under the pavilion behind me.
I pulled those last two shots, but it shot pretty smooth.
This is Trevor with the Gun Shop Show, shooting the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. Let's test her out. Take her for a little test drive.
Got her in there.
Yeah, I was worried at first.
Man, top left on that. I think I had that issue with a lot of these firearms.
It might be the way your finger's on the trigger.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that
Yeah,
later.
we'll work on that later.
So, Shield Plus, Alan, you shot first. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I think it may have been the most accurate one that I shot, or at least for me, I think I might have hit 6 out of 6 on that one. You know, like I said earlier, really it's kind of what brand you prefer.
Right.
I think between the Ruger and the Smith, I think the Smith performed as well. The sights on the Smith are a little bit, in my opinion, a little harder to get onto because they don't have the fiber optic in the front.
Yeah, the sights on the Shield Plus are just white dot backs and a white dot front sight.
Yeah.
I'd show you, but then I'd be pointing the gun at myself. I don't really. Actually, I can try to do it.
Yeah.
I can try to like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
see it.
At least you can see it.
You see it. I kind of did a weird thing with my focus there. Let's bring her in.
Bring her back in there.
That's
nice. Well,
Trevor?
so far, all of these high-capacity micro-compact firearms have all been by pretty reputable firearm manufacturers, right? So, you know, Smith & Wesson makes one, Ruger makes one, Sig makes one, Taurus makes one, which, I mean, they probably, of all that batch, might be the least reputable, but still gaining in reputation, at least as far as what my compadres here have informed me. They're up and coming. You know, they're getting it together. But either way, I digress. That particular firearm, is that the one with the super aggressive grip?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I liked the aggressive grip of that. The grip period felt great in my hand. Now, the aggressive nature of that grip, if folks follow us, remember, Eli kind of explained to us how that can perform for you in an instance where your hands might be damp with, sweat, or even for that matter, if you're in an altercation, it might be blood. Let me see if I can fix you up, Logan.
Maybe Trevor can click and click again.
I think Logan might have had too much to drink. He's
it's getting a little hazy over here, a little blurry.
I'll zoom you in, or I'll get you set up here. I'll do my magic clip.
No, it's important for us to. Oh, look at that! It looks so much better. It's important for us to tell the viewer, the listener, the watcher, that there are a lot of micro compacts on the market.
Right.
We're currently just talking about the high capacity micro compacts.
Right.
The newer ones to the market, the most popular ones. I mean, we could talk about the Glock 43,
Yeah,
42,
I don't want to talk about
LC9.
No, those aren't high
EC9.
capacity, though.
Exactly.
These
They're
are
kind
specifically.
of old news in a way.
Yeah.
Because why buy a gun that can hold 6 to 7 rounds when you can get a gun that holds 10 rounds?
Everybody know more equal better. More equal better.
Do you know who needs to make a micro compact? Glock.
High point. Oh yeah, Glock.
What's Glock doing?
They're waiting, dude. They're waiting to see what happens. Apparently,
you have the 43X and 48, which are bigger than a micro.
I feel like we should get Glock on the show
than a micro compact
and ask them that question.
We should. I think everyone wants to know.
I do.
Not just us. I think everyone.
I want to finish talking about that Smith and Wesson.
Yeah,
right?
sorry, I got
it's okay.
caught up.
It's okay. I just had a couple of points.
Go ahead.
Overall, I felt like the trigger pull was nice. I didn't the recoil on it. It was that the one that has the longer barrel. I don't know that it really matters.
I think it's 3.1 inch barrel.
3.1. Well,
Yeah.
either way, it didn't really the when you pull the trigger, the recoil or the kick, so to speak, didn't feel real strong. I felt good about that firearm overall. And what? Sorry, I don't want to talk about the price point yet. We'll move on to you. So I'm done talking about it.
Cool. So I can talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about what I liked about it, what I didn't like.
What'd you like about that?
The one thing I like about it, the trigger is arguably the best micro compact trigger on the market currently from the factory.
I felt good about the trigger.
It's fantastic. Let's see if I can get the reset. The reset's decent too. Make sure it's not loaded. I held it the wrong way. But there we go. That reset is right there. If you're watching, it's about a quarter of an inch. Maybe even less than that.
Okay.
But it's right there. So your follow-up shots are extremely fast. And one other thing I liked about it, while I don't really like how aggressive the texturing is on the grip, it does serve a purpose.
Right.
And a lot of the time it's function over form for handguns. So while it's not the most comfortable, even though the grip is comfortable,
right,
the texturing is very useful for keeping your shots on target. And especially like I experienced as it got hotter and I got sweaty, my palm started to sweat, but that grip I was able to keep nice and tight on that target, and the gun never slipped out of my hand.
Yeah, I felt good about that one.
Big plus.
Yeah. So,
little spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But out of the 5 here, this one had the least felt recoil for me.
really, see, I think that's what I was trying to.
It felt like it was easier to shoot. Now,
Yeah.
that could be a combination of the grip is bigger, and so I'm actually able to get my pinky down here.
Yep.
Which would help a lot. And the texturing probably helped too.
Yeah, I think so too, because after I was done firing that, I commented on the grip texture. I felt as though, it probably didn't exactly make the recoil any lesser, but
Yep.
it might have made it to where my hand was able to stabilize the firearm a little better. Therefore, it didn't,
I think
the
so.
firearm didn't maybe jerk as much in my
think so.
hand. I don't know, because I don't remember that well.
Right.
Yeah, I don't remember. If I'd have just been like crack, clack, clack, and then talked about it,
Lacking.
it'd been a little fresher in my mind. But maybe we'll adjust maybe some of how we go about doing this and take notes right there on the spot rather than, depending upon our memories. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
Because all of our memory is not that great.
There's
just kidding.
There's a
It's all
few
me.
things when you're buying a firearm that you should look for, I think, especially when talking about concealed carry pistols.
Yeah.
You should if you're allowed to, you should try the trigger. That's a big one. You should try the trigger. You should put the gun in your hand and see how it feels in your hand. Okay. If you're not comfortable with it in your hand, without proper training, you won't be comfortable shooting it.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal.
It is.
Another thing you want to look at are the sights. The sights are very important. You want a sight that you can pick up easily that's not going to strain your eyes. Night sights are really nice, especially for firearms at home. Like, for instance, I have one of my firearms on my nightstand. It has night sights, so in pitch black, I can still see where that firearm is, and that's really important for being able to quickly grab that firearm in case of an emergency. Very important.
Yeah.
Another thing you want to look at, and I think this is probably what most people look at, is the price.
Right.
The price is important. Now, the Shield Plus here, you're looking at about $500.
Okay.
And that's about standard for micro compacts currently, or at least
Yeah.
high capacity micro compacts. Now, the thing you're not getting that I think you should get, that you get with a Max 9, no slide cut.
Yeah.
None. If you want that, you're paying extra.
Right.
So, bang
Max
for your
9.
buck.
Yeah.
Currently, Max 9.
Max 9 for the win
Right
on that
there.
one. Yep. But that's just that. It really comes down to personal taste and which company you would prefer to support. If you're a fan of Smith & Wesson, then do the Smith & Wesson thing.
Right.
With Smith & Wesson.
Yeah, they all have their pros and cons. Little spoiler.
Yeah.
They're all good,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah, hard to pick just one.
Yeah.
Kind of like ARs nowadays. Everyone makes a good AR. You just got to pick which one you like the best. But we'll be right back. We'll talk about the other guns we shot on the Gun Shop Show. Whoa, whoa.
Previous episodes and more available at gunshopshow.com.